Your thoughts precede your emotions. Stress is an emotional response. Stress feels like other emotions such as fear and anger. We all experience many emotions all the time, but emotions don't just happen. The emotions that you feel are preceded by a specific set of dominant thoughts. You never have an emotion without having thoughts about it first. This is the pattern. Thoughts lead to an emotion. Thoughts always precede emotions. It doesn't happen the other way. You don't have an emotion first. Our dominant thoughts generate our emotions. This is true with all of our emotions, be they positive or negative. Consider these examples. You don't feel the emotion of sadness without first thinking about or interpreting a situation in a sad way. The same situation could just as easily create feelings of happiness or serenity, depending on how you look at it. Anger, for example, always has a specific thought that precedes it. That earlier thought sounds something like, "What just happened should not happen the way it did." This thought immediately creates the feeling of anger in us. Someone interprets an event in this way and gets angry. Another person might interpret the same event in a different way, that is, think about it differently, and not feel any anger. We will revisit this idea more thoroughly in the other videos, but for now, I want you to get clear about the idea that you experience stress because of the way you're thinking about something. You have the threat thought of danger, and the emotions associated with fighting and running follow. It doesn't happen any other way. Reflective questions. Think of a time recently when you felt sad, angry, frustrated, happy, elated, or joyous. Step back from your emotions and ask yourself, what was the dominant thought that preceded my emotion? It might be hard to find, but it's there. There will always be a dominant thought. All stress begins with thoughts. Your stress begins with your thoughts, and my stress begins with my thoughts. It isn't what's happening out there that initiates the stress response. It's how you interpret what's happening out there that leads to dominant thoughts, that causes you to become stressed out. Here's how that works with stress. First, events happen in your environment. Next, you observe the event and interpret the meaning of the event and its impact or potential impact on you. Then, depending on how you interpret the event, if there is any perception of a threat, you experience physiological and emotional changes activating the fight or flight response. This is why you never have an emotion about anything without first having a thought about it. We call this our perception of a threat. If you think a situation will lead to some kind of pain, be it emotional, mental, spiritual, or even physical, your stress response will turn on automatically to prepare for the potential pain. This potential pain is what we call a threat. Understanding all this, it becomes clear that preventing stress is best done by focusing on your thoughts. I've said this many times, and I'll continue to say it. When you eliminate the threat thought, you effectively prevent the stress response from turning on in the first place. Learn the 4 simple steps to eliminating threat thoughts in the next video.